Camille is open. They are going to pick
Wait.
that up. Most likely going over to Trevor.
Twisted Fate. Twisted Fate is available for UCFC.
Oh, yeah.
This is what they were known for D1. UCFC with Pantheon Twisted Fate combo is an absolute menace of a team player and synergy for UCFC, so they can bring this up if they want to.
Let's see though, will they? I mean, I would love to see a Twisted Fate again.
No, they're not.
Okay.
It's a prank. You know, UCFC is going for a different sort of pathway here for their composition.
Yeah, Brown gonna be picked up as well as Corky. So yeah, what I said earlier, it's either they're gonna get Vayne again or they're gonna pick up Corky. But J4 already available for Team Secret. We saw Team Secret flex J4 at the Baron lane, so again, I have no idea where they are gonna put their champions. Varus being picked up again by TS. Vayne, okay, it's gonna be a mid lane Corky then. Vayne's still gonna be handled by Demon Kite. Vayne plus Braum is actually a very strong combo, but they're hovering over that Fiora.
You know what? UCFC is teasing us. We're gonna hover onto this champion, but no, we're gonna pick a different champion. We're instead going for Fiora. We're instead going for Ziggs, and I think this is what they were known for, teasing the enemy team, just baiting them on hovers. But I think Team Secret has already some sort of flexible champions as well. Galio can go support. Galio can go mid. Camille can go jungle. Camille can go Baron. Jarvan4 can go Baron. Jarvan4 can go Baron. Or jungle rather, right? Varus can go AD, not mid lane. Jan is gonna go support. So I think it's just so much flexibility that teams to get hovered in for the first two rotations of their draft that really just force UCFC to go for sort of the flexible as well. You have Pantheon, you have Braum, but the different thing here is it's a Pantheon jungle. How can this affect UCFC is the question here without the Twisted Fate synergy that they've shown us in their week 1, day 1 type of battle against the enemy teams.
Lots of questions definitely in our minds right now, but I guess UCFC, there's a chance we won't be seeing that much of a aggressive Renzi just because you have to wait for Pantheon to actually have your ultimate before you can make things happen, because he is short to mid-range at best in the early game. So you really have to wait for your ultimate before you can try to visit other lanes. In retrospect, Trevor finally has his hands on this J4. Let's see who will be able to bag in. Number 3, Tatsuri will now be running this Galio. Game sense from this guy.
Spicy. Galio skill shot onto the bush, gets information immediately.
Oh, looks like that is going to be a tactical steal coming through. Some pokes here and there, but again, no one's actually going to commit. I mean, that's just the early game. Unless, okay, Nazio was able to poke Tatsuri, but that's a Galio. He has quite the sustain, or I guess the advantage this early on. James, again, will be holding that. Janna, let's see if we're going to be seeing some groundbreaking moonstones from this guy. Kite's coming through from Chewy yet again. Demon Kite, please don't. Please don't. Now that's going to be the heal being used as well as the honey fruit being secured by UCFC. And is he going to be forced to go back? That's too early in this game.
Maybe not. He's gonna do that because so much pressure coming from the Chewy Varus and the Hamis Janna pick here from Team Secret. Although, a quick point for the viewers watching at home, we have a switch in supports. Instead of Hero for his side of UCFC Esports, we now have Damp here.
Oh yeah, he's now gonna be using this Braum. That's why we saw a Braum pickup from UCFC. Just some pokes here and there, weak points, but from Camille being shown by Nasjo. The passive being procced, Renzi lurking at the sides, Dragon is just going to focus on the D-ward. Normal pokes in the early game. I don't think anyone is going to go crazy just yet because they do not have their ultimates ready. Team Secret, they have more, I mean, most of them have barrier, so they just want to get that long game in. James almost got caught out there, but the Dampiers rule has been proc, but it's going to be the stun connecting, but here comes the being boxed in by 2, by 3 champions. Here comes Cat Gun, Azar being targeted as well. Dragon, that is going to be a flash out coming in from this Camilla, that is going to be the passive being popped as well, but at the very least, Camille still gets person down. Pantheon is going to be the next to say goodbye. Nazo jumping in with a repost, but Trevor, will you get down? That is going to be the flash being used. You have the flag and drag, you have the auto-attacking, that is Fiora being taken down 1-1 in favor of no one.
Yeah, it's 1-for-2 though. For the side of Team Secret, so they will get those 2 kills. The gold lead is in their favor as well, so 1k gold immediately. And those kills made it so that Azar has now Sheen available for him. and also Galio picking up towards the ROA, Rod of Ages, and now this will be sort of the support killer because I think Hammers understands, or not Hammers, but Tatsuri understands that, you know what, we have Jana for the sustainability, Trevor has attacked, Azar sort of the engager into the backside. We can now go for sort of massive amounts of damage into the mid lane so that we could punish in terms of the long range shots against Dragon as well.
Infinity, I would like to point something out. Lucian was open, and UCFC did not pick that up and tried it off with a Braum. So maybe Demon Kite just doesn't use Lucian. Winterbite is gonna connect onto James, but I don't think they're gonna fully commit. So again, it's back to farming. It's back to the quiet map here. But Chewy is just gonna constantly pressure Demon Kite. Kite's coming through. That hurts. Whew, the range coming out from this virus is just too much, even in the early game. Demon Kite is just forced to be quiet or be passive. Howling Gale's coming through. Honey Fruit being popped out as well. Rift Herald and First Dragon is gonna be up in 21 seconds.
Yeah, just wait for Varus to actually get the Maramune and an Essence Reaver. He's spamming out his kills like nothing because that's like 4 seconds at level 4 for his long range shots. Imagine having 50 ability haste at that. Gonna be so much damage.
Dragon just constantly poking Tatsuri here, and Rift Herald as well as Dragon is now up. You have the Glacier Fisher connecting onto one, but UCFC decided to just not commit. Dampier does not have ultimate by the time the Dragon is up, so that's something Team Secret would take note of. Now Trevor trying to go up against Nasio, but Nasio is just gonna take a step back. Now you have Tatsuri helping out Trevor with the Rift Herald take, while the other members of UCFC is just gonna get the first Dragon. It's an even trade by these two teams. Team Secret, again, they just want to focus on the turret takedowns. They just want to focus on the objective game. Red team indeed has secured the Rift Herald.
Rift Herald for the Ocean Drake, I think this is sort of the fringe edge on whether what's more important. But considering no Tower First Blood as of yet, Team Secret has that potential to gain the gold lead immediately in the next minutes to come. And UCFC, though, will have a better late game. And I think this will be in complement to a Corki with Demon Kite and also Renzi and Nasjo. We all know Renzi has a recent buff on his ultimate, having sort of 15% armor penetration built into his ultimate as a passive. That's just too much when you have a Jarvan 4, when you have a Camille, when you have Galio for Team Secret. It can easily be damaged by Renzi.
Dampier just trying to lurk at the sides. Flag and Jag will connect, but they were not able to catch Dragon. The Blast Cone has been popped as well. Howling Gale has been placed at the push, and now you have 3 champions from the mid lane from Team Secret. I don't think they're gonna try and pick any fight at all. Nas, Joe alongside Dragon, they're gonna make their way back up at the Baron lane.
Yeah. Right, so having those pickups, no, a bit fail because it's a 1 for 2. So I think it's really just a stalemate for now. As we talked about a while ago, in this state of the game, we're in 2 objectives are done, 5 minutes, 6 minutes into the match. No objectives are available, but rather having the lane and the turrets. And I think that will be the main center of point here by both UCFC and Team Secret to sort of get some pick, to sort of get some towers so that they can get the map control. Because as of yet, no one still hasn't taken that Tower First Blood, which gives everyone gold for your team. So that's important.
Good. Yeah, good pokes as well as good damage coming out from Nastro, just forcing Azar to play under turret. But going back into the mid lane, Tatsuri, I mean, Zig is nowhere there yet. Tatsuri was able to just shove the minion waves forward. We haven't been seeing much of Chewy yet. Explosive Minefield has been used by Jagam just to quickly clear out the wave. Triforce being picked up by Azar. Haunagil connecting onto Dampier as well. And still, everyone is literally far away from each other. I don't think we're going to be seeing any pickups or fights in the next 1-2 minutes unless Nasjo tries to pull something.
And I think he does, but Azar will be instead going topside.
Hex ultimate wave pop as well. Now you have Trevor jumping with the flag and drag. They are rather winning this 2v1, and that is going to be Nasjo being taken down. He did pop the grand challenge, but it's not going to be enough given that it was a 2v1. And he did not have the barrier up toward the last moments, last seconds of that fight. You have the ultimate coming through from Renzi, but he is going to focus on the Rift Herald. But it's a tad bit too late given that the first blood turret went over Team Secret. Dragon having his eyes on Trevor, but Trevor was able to jump his way to safety.
And he's safe. So far, I think Team Secret is happy with the third and also an extra kill to top it all off with now 1-3 as a standing. So Team Secret has the gold lead at 3k gold. This is what they want in the early game. And they're looking for more into the bot side, trying to get another turret in their favor.
Jeez, that damage coming out from Chewy. Imagine imagine Team Secret try to get in with the fight with that kind of damage, but that is maybe Trevor jumping in, start pop in with the pro back, but looks like they're actually not gonna commit. I mean, UCFC, they realize they are in nowhere prime position to actually pick up a fight. It's the Hex Ultimatum being popped as well. Everyone jumping in. Heroes are being popped as well. Corky saying goodbye. Team Secret being able to win the first few moments of this battle. It's going to be auto attack connecting, Passion being taken down. Got the flash attack already on the Dragon. Dragon being able to satchel charge his way into safety, but it's not going to be enough because he is being chased down by our double kill going over to Camille. And one turret from the mid lane being taken by Team Secret.
Yeah, and with those kills, now Team Secret could go for the Cloud Dragon or get a kill onto the bot side, onto Nastro, and get the tier 1 turret in bot lane. They could do both if they want to go for it, but the Dragon will come first.
Nastro jumping in, but he forgot he did not expect Camille to actually be there, and that is the flash being used by James. Glacial Feature not open, not available. Red Team being able to get the Cloud Dragon, and that is the stuns coming through from Ozar, but he will be able to hook shot his way into safety. Team Secret there come together, and again, Red Team being able to slay that Dragon.
UCFC is now on a 6k gold deficit on how much Team Secret has taken away from them. And after this, you have the recall going through. Team Secret is buying more items. I think now they could buy onto the first core. Ham is already with a lot of ages. Galio as well. So this is just so much damage coming through. And you have Chewy to top it all off that already has sort of a Ghost Blade and the Maramune. So you have extra penetration, you have extra damage, burst potential from the Ghost Blade, and you also have the Maramune to spam out skills and still have that mana to sustain yourself on poking out the enemy team. So much damage already built up. Top of all that, you also have the Rabadons that come from Tetsuri. And UCFC is answering this. You know what? You have the sustainability. We're going to build up Braum with a Bramble Vest so we can counter that with some Grievous Wounds. And now, Ziggs also had the Luden Cycle and the Burning Geese to have that extra damage potential on prolonged team fights. And now I think Team Secret is going to play this out onto a matchup because UCFC is now hovering in top side of the map, 2-man roam.
That is true. Now you have Dampier as well as Renzi just being quiet at the Tri-Brush, but apparently Trevor is being quiet there as well. Usual duel up against Fiora and this Camille, but I think the action is up there at the Baron lane. Baron is available. Trevor was not able to see Dampier, so the recalls will come through. Team Secret, the team left in the Dragon's Pit. They could start the Baron, or they could just look for a possible pick-off. And I guess they're going with the latter. I mean, Renzi was not shown there, but Team Secret, they're making their way into the mid lane. Dragon still has the Mega Inferno Bomb. UCFC, they just need to wait for Demon Kite to go online. And just give this space for Dragon at the back line, just to make sure that he can just pop in with the bombs. But Team Secret, they're really not letting UCFC go anywhere near the Baron Pit.
They're not. Because I think Team Secret wants to push away UCFC, and when you're looking at the map, UCFC doesn't have any information what the Baron Nashor is doing right now. Is he fighting Team Secret or not? As UCFC is now pressuring in.
Roots coming through from Chewy, and here comes the Cactus and being popped as well. You have the heroes engines connecting, the tunnels are going to connect on two, but here comes the coming through from this Braum. Corky, the first one actually gets taken down. Rezi being able to get a double kill. Here comes Team Secret jumping in. They are a Storm Galio being taken down, but it is going to be a 1-2 in favor of Team Secret. They're okay with that trade. You have the minion wave pushing through, but the recall is going to be a priority because Tatsuri was the champion that got bursted down.
Yeah, and even though they got the numbers advantage, Tatsuri is gone. You have Demon Kite and Dampier not available for UCFC. I think Team Secret has the knowledge. Renzi still has his ultimate. Renzi still has the smite. So if we go for the Baron Nashor, we have the potential for it to be stolen away for UCFC, and this can change things around in this map. And we have the gold lead, so they need to adjust towards our game style. They need to adjust towards our gameplay, and UCFC needs to do that. Team Secret can just do whatever they want in this game. So I think having the recall is much more of a priority than just pressuring in Baron Nashor and forcing it out.
Looking into the game 12 minutes in, it's a 7k, 8k gold lead in favor of Team Secret. And again, UCFC, they were not able to get even a single turret from Team Secret side, but at the very least they do have one dragon. Baron again is up, Infernal Drake will be up in 8 seconds. This is another chance for UCFC to get, or at least come back from the deficit that they have right now. But you have Trevor just manning that Infernal Drake pit, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. Again, Chewy's kites hurt a lot. Those arrows are gonna be a huge problem for UCFC.
They're not stopping though. Team Secret is going for the Infernal Dragon. UCFC is going for the contest.
That is even a stun connect, and here comes the goodies of Fisher as well. Now you have James using the Moonstone just to protect his team. That is gonna be Trevor jumping in the back lines. She's coming through. Chewy coming in with the kites, but Nacho down to the last barrel, but he was able to pop the Zonius Arglas. Ziggs gets taken down. Chewy was able to penetrate the back line as well. Kingsley going over to Varus. Nacho running for his life. Will the life still be enough? But you Suri just right behind you. James trying to go with the leeway. That is to be a 1-2-1. Nacho doesn't have the shields coming through, but you know what? Here comes Chewy. Oh no. Kites, arrows, goodbye, Fiora. It is the ace going over Team Secret.
Catch him! Catch him! He's running! UCFC is going for the micro plays, but in the end, it's gonna be Team Secret winning that fight. And with those 5 kills, they now have a much more further lead against UCFC at an 8k gold. And now they could go for the Infernal Drake. Even though if Renzi is alive, he has his ultimate, he has his smite, Team Secret can counter that with the Tsuri, with the taunts, and pretty much Renzi cannot do anything, so really just pressuring in onto the Infernal Drake is much more important.
Chewy is alive, but here comes the stun from UCFC. Demon Kite hurts a lot. Here comes Azong connecting off the Cataclysm. Ziggs gets bursted down. Here comes the seed is coming through from Team Secret, but you have Tatsuri dashing in. The taunts are not connecting, but Rampage has been secured by Chewy. It's gonna be a 2 rather to none in the favor of Team Secret. The arrows again. The arrows from Varus, it just hurts a lot. Also, the combo that Team Secret has, this Hexic Ultimatum plus Cataclysm, it's a lot of lockdowns. On top of that, you have to be careful of the possible hero's entrance right after. Ultimate that's useful is the Monsoon coming through from James. I thought that was gonna get stolen. Like I could not.
Yeah, I thought that was going for the Skyfall. Yeah, for Renzi. He was like thinking, he was stuck at the inhibitor turret in mid lane. I thought he was gonna come through for the ultimate into the Baron Nashor, try to go for the steal, even though he's 1 HP. But he opted to not go for it. I think that's the clever move. Because if you're thinking about it, if you die in that fight, you're up to like 30 seconds without yourself for UCFC Esports to try and match against Team Secret, where now they're going for the Infernal Dragon. Now you can go for the contest.
Non-contested though, because UCFC looks like they don't want to take their chances. That was a 3-4 champion Dragon takedown because Camille is split pushing at the Baron lane. Now you have the Baron buff minions making their way into the mid lane, even in the Baron and Dragon lane actually. But Team Secret, they would want to focus on the shortest lane, so no more outer turrets for the mid lane in UCFC side. Unbreakable has been used by Dampier to negate a bit on the possible damage coming through from the red team.
Yeah, and they're going for it. You know what? Team Secret has all the advantage that they have. They have the Baron Nashor. So what else can they do? Renzi now going for the Skyfall.
Ultimate coming through with the Skyfall. Kingsley going over the tree, but that is not going to be enough for UCFC. You have the timer just coming through. Chewy being taken down. You have the Cataclysm as well. But here comes Demon Kite. He did pop his Argus, but it's not going to be enough. He still does get taken. Rampage for Tatsuri. Tactical Sweep being popped. A shutdown on Chewy. Fiora gets taken down. 3-1 in the favor of Team Secret. Azar cling the wave at the Dragon side. Shields coming through, coming out from Tamis. Taunts connecting. Expect Ultimatum being popped as well with the passive of Camille being popped. The Howling Gale will connect to no one, but still Team Secret will be able to put 2 holes into the base of UCFC.
They can finish game. Every single minion is now crushing down.
They can. They will. Flag is ready. It's going to be connected. You have Azar flashing through, but that's Tatsuri getting ready with a taunt. It is not going to connect because Team Secret was able